This event that we're having here today is to benefit the family of Lieutenant Glenowitz, who tragically lost his life a week or so ago. And really, this is, like so many other people, we all felt helpless when this happened. And I know after talking to so many people that we wanted to do something, anything that we could, to try to help ease the pain of the family. And you know, it's not much, but this is our way of trying to pay back, or try to live the way Lieutenant Glenowitz lived, and that was to come together as a community and to try to do some good. And that's what we're doing here tonight.
It's great. And of course the movie you got is so appropriate. Superman.
Yeah. He was our own Superman. You know, he didn't wear a cape, but he wore a badge, and he was our superhero. What we have established here is to make this a family-friendly, affordable, and clean place. We've always wanted it to be kind of a time machine, where when you step in, you feel like you're back in the 50s, to that simpler era. And it seems this event is kind of harkens back to the era of the 50s, where you looked out for your neighbor, you know, where there was more of that sense of community and coming together. And I think that's what makes tonight a little more special than other nights.
And you had to do this relatively quickly. I mean, it hasn't been that long. So
yeah.
What was that like, pulling it all together?
It wasn't that hard. My staff has been amazing. My family and friends, they immediately said, count me in. We want to do what we can to help. The toughest part was getting the rights to the movie, because usually that takes some time. But Warner Brothers stepped up to the plate and said, what a great cause. We'll get you Superman, whatever it takes.
Wow.
Yeah, so they were absolutely wonderful about it.
Have you had a very good year?
Oh yeah, I mean, the two things that I can't control are weather and the quality of the movies, and we had both in our favor this year. So it was a successful season, and it's kind of sad to have it come to a close this year. We had a lot of fun.
Just briefly, for people who aren't aware, who might not have seen it, just share a little bit about the experience about getting the digital projector.
You and I were talking earlier about looking back at that video of when I got the news that we had won the projector. And I mean, to this day, I walk into the projection room and I see this piece of equipment sitting there. I'm like, how did this ever happen to me? And it's meant everything to us. I mean, it's meant jobs to a lot of our teachers and high school kids. And we've been able to provide memories for children who might not have had it, because we would have closed if we didn't have that equipment. But I guess what it's meant the most for is the community voted for us to get this equipment, and the best that I can do to try to pay it back to the community is to try to do events like this, or to do Project Popcorn, which is a fundraising event that we do every 2 weeks here at the theater, to try to give back to the community and say, look, you were there for us, we're here for you, you know, and it's worked out great.